Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Leopard Vision.
In the month of December, we cover everything from our local community group, Brothers Keepers, to the tree planting ceremony at the elementary school.
We also turn our attention to our very own father-son basketball duo.
And highlight how academic learning becomes community improvement.
I'm Patrick Grayfan.
And I'm Allison Quiroz.
Welcome to Leopard Vision. So, Allison, our first story takes us to the boys basketball team.
It's always special when a season has more than just wins and losses.
Especially when it's a full circle moment for the coach and his players.
A familiar face stepped back in to coach the players he once guided in Pee Wee, including his very own son. Here's our very own Evie Moore to give us an inside look.
From lacing up his tiny sneakers and dunking on his bedroom hoop, to now playing in his final high school season, Caden has had someone in his corner, his dad. What started as a Pee Wee team and a handful of Saturday morning games has now come full circle. And here for his senior year, father and son are back on the same court one last time.
When he's on the court, it's a lot more like a job, but when he's at home, he's a good dad, and I always enjoy coming home to him, and I can always feel safe talking about anything to him in the game. He coached me when I was in Pee Wee and even at our old school, so getting to play for him again has been a privilege, and I always appreciate working underneath him. I would say that with my dad as the coach, I feel like I have a little bit more of a leadership role and I have a little bit more of a responsibility. Knowing that he's on the bench does help, though, knowing that I can talk to him whenever I need to. And I've always had a lot of pressure on me as a player, just stepping up to the role of kind of a leader. Having my dad as the coach doesn't really change that. I've just always enjoyed stepping up to the cause and being that leader for the team. I would say my favorite part about my dad being my coach is that one day I can look back and remember the games we've won, and I will just always appreciate him being able to talk about that at the court.
He's grown a lot, not only with his skills and those type of things, but the mental aspect of the game. And there's been a lot of growth from when he first started playing, I guess, about 6 years old or something like that, to the point now where he's 18. I'm always proud of him. And, you know, he's my son. I'm always proud of just him as an individual. But as far as within the game or whatever, I think just being able to handle the basketball every night, especially in the league we play in. We got guys that are very athletic, very good defenders that are constantly hounding you on me. He handles the ball very well. And then, of course, you know, he's turned into a pretty good shooter. And then, you know, a lot of his decision making. So those three things are really good qualities he has on the floor. You know, when you're in the moment, sometimes you don't realize those opportunities you have. I will say it's a special deal to be able to coach him and be with him along in this journey for the both of us.
For this team, the record and wins matter, but for Coach Lindley and his son, it's the moments in between. The rides home, the shared huddles, and the years of bonding together that will stay long after the final buzzer. From his first team to his final season, this last chapter is one they'll remember for the rest of their lives. Reporting for DQTV, I'm Evie Moore.
It's always inspiring to see how support comes in all forms, even from the classroom.
In this next story, students are learning more than just lessons on paper.
Their classwork is helping them become productive members of society, turning academic knowledge into real-world impact.
This Christmas, students collected and donated gifts to residents at our local nursing home as a part of a community service project.
It was a chance to give back to our older generation, brightening their day and show the true spirit of kindness during the holiday season. Here's Jaden Calvillo to show us more.
Students in our class aren't just learning, they're giving back. Through a student-led project, we're putting together Christmas boxes for nursing home residents to brighten their holiday season. Here's an inside look at how it all comes together.
I would definitely say the qualities that I've learned would be time management and getting everything together. This project has really taught me to be prepared and not to think about ourselves, but our community and giving back to them because they do so much for us. And just seeing their faces when they opened their presents, it really did mean a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to the other students as well.
Part of the standards for this class includes helping students understand how to be responsible, informed consumers. I told the students that they would do something collectively to show the concepts that they've learned, and the students chose a community service project as a way to apply those concepts.
Seeing the students who aren't necessarily involved in extracurricular activities, really putting themselves out there and making connections with these people that maybe don't get to see that as much during the holiday season, and the people who don't have families in the nursing home, and getting to see them experience a little bit of joy in this holiday season really does mean a lot.
This project included skills from planning, budgeting, time management, comparing costs, analyzing data, and teamwork. The students experienced firsthand how quantitative reasoning supports effective decision making. Beyond the academic benefits, the project helps students recognize their role in contributing positively to their family, community, and society. It shows them that their mathematical thinking has real impact and helps build the mindset of a thoughtful, engaged citizen.
Real-world skills aren't taught as much in everyday classrooms, and I think this project has brought so much to our school district to be joined all together, and it meant so much to our school and to the families, I'm sure, to see them opening up their boxes and to just see that joy, because you always want to be kind, and a little bit goes a long way.
Through this project, students are gaining hands-on experience in leadership, teamwork, and compassion. As these Christmas boxes make their way to nursing home residents, the impact reaches far beyond our classroom. Reporting for DQTV, I'm Jaden Calvillo.
Wasn't that a great example of how the holiday season brings people together?
It really does, Atrick. And speaking of coming together, our school recently held an event that brought our students, staff, and community members together for something truly meaningful.
The project was made possible through a special grant called S.T.O.P, Shade Trees on Playgrounds. They support schools in creating healthier, greener outdoor spaces.
This moment reminded us of the importance of growing together. We are planting today so future generations can benefit tomorrow. This story digs into the meaning and message behind the ceremony. Here's DQTV's Allie Wilson to tell us more.
DQueen loves to improve daily, whether that's grades, the district, or even planting trees on a playground to improve in positive ways. We took a closer look and talked to DQueen Elementary Principal Terry Phillips and Superintendent Jason Sanders, as well as Urban and Community Forestry Coordinator Christy Kimbros. Let's take a closer look.
Well, we have done a couple of weeks of very intense work toward our shade trees on the playground activity. A couple of the grades have done literacy studies on the wishing tree and the kapok tree and activities around those in literacy. We have decorated the hallways, and Weyerhaeuser brought some of their forestry unit over and did some project learning tree activities with them on the playground about trees and the importance in our environment. We always want to be improving ourselves and our campuses, and our students, since we've built a new playground, have not had any shade trees, and we came from a playground where there was abundant trees. So everyone's been wishing for this for a long time. And as they grow, the students will be able to come back and say, hey, I planted that tree. So I think it'll build a sense in community in our school.
I think the greatest thing about this program is there's not many programs that I can start that we come back 20, 30 years from now and they're still going and thriving. But this is one of those neat things about the future with our students that many of these kids may remember this day. And, you know, when they're my age, they can come back and see these trees and think about the things they learn and just have a positive experience here.
We have two goals with the S.T.O.P program, Shade Trees on Playgrounds, and one is to help reduce the risk of skin cancer in adults by giving kids more shade on their playgrounds. They've actually done research that says a tree that has 90% canopy cover can give you the same benefits as SPF 10 sunscreen. It's important for your school because it gives a chance for the whole campus to come together and learn about a similar topic. And then you saw smaller groups, like each group that was planting the tree together, they had a chance to interact with other grade levels and other teachers and everything. And then it's important for your community because we have kids out here today that were saying they had never held a shovel before. So a lot of these students may not have ever had a chance to plant something with their family. And this gives them that opportunity to help play in the dirt, get something planted that's going to live and grow into something many years from now. And we want that same attitude out in the community. So we're hoping that y'all will become good community stewards for trees and possibly be the one that champions planting a new walking trail with trees alongside of it in town one day.
As you can see, the district is very excited for these exciting opportunities. Reporting for DQTV, I'm Allie Wilson.
You know, Allison, December always brings out the best in our community.
Absolutely, and some groups really know how to make the season special, even the ones you might not expect.
That's right. Let's take a look at how the Brothers Keepers makes Christmas brighter for local kids.
With leather jackets and roaring motorcycles, the Brothers Keepers turn heads all year long, but at Christmas, it's their generosity that seals the show. They take children shopping each year, spreading holiday cheer and creating unforgettable memories along the way. Here's DQTV's Natalie Spencer to break it down.
Brothers Keepers isn't just a motorcycle club. They're a family dedicated to lifting up the community every day of the year. Come Christmas, their tradition of Shop with a Biker brings joy to local kids as they hit the stores together in true holiday spirit.
Chapter 34 of BKMC started in 2017. We are a fireman motorcycle club, and we have chapters throughout the world. We are family. We try to take care of one another. Each chapter of Brothers Keepers has to have a charity we raise money for. So what we raise money for is to take kids from our county Christmas shopping. We have people that come from different chapters of Brothers Keepers to our event to help us raise money. Other chapters raise money to send kids to a burn camp, to different burn camps. There is one in Texas called Camp I'm Still Me. They have raised over $2 million to send not just the kids that has been burned, but their whole family gets to go there for free. I wish our community would get more involved with us. I believe there is a stigma about motorcycle clubs, and we want to change that. And we try really hard to get our community involved, but it's lacking there. So if there was something I could change, I wish it would be that. So when we have an event in September, we get out and we get donations from different businesses, and we have an auction. And we would like the community to come in and help us raise the money that we need to take these kids Christmas shopping.
In the end, it's not about the miles on the road, but the impact they leave behind. Brothers Keepers keeps the spirit of giving alive. One child, one smile, one Christmas at a time. Reporting for DQTV, I'm Natalie Spencer.
And just like that, that's this month's Leopard Vision.
Don't forget to stay tuned for Leopard Overtime, where we hear from DHS students about the best part of their week.
And remember, it's always a great day to be a leopard.
Something good that happened this week is my mom got to come home from the hospital.
Something good that happened this week was I've gotten to hang out with my friends and I get to talk to my teachers.
Something good that happened to me this week was yesterday I got to go to the movies with my sister and watch them, so that was pretty good.
Something good that happened to me this week was that I got some bag of chips, some hot Funyuns, and I just ate them this morning, so.
I'm happy that soccer season started. It's making me motivated for the season, and I'm really happy that I went to church yesterday, or I go to church every Wednesday, but I'm just happy that I went to learn more about Christ and to build up my faith for the Lord.
Something good that happened to me this week is that I got paid $100 because I took care of my siblings.
Something good that has happened to me this past week is that I started doing better on my grades.
Something good that happened to us this week is that we got paid.
Good that happened to me this week, I went Christmas shopping and spoiled myself a little too much at Ulta. Yeah.
I brought all my grades up to A's.
Went to Bible study together. Yeah.
Something good that happened to me this week is I got paid. I can use the money to buy people Christmas gifts now, like my family.
So something good that happened this week is I went to TK with my little sister, Alexa Cruz, and we spent money and took Turkana and had Dubai chocolate cake.